When my now 16-year-old was a toddler, and I'm talking like 1 or 15 months, somewhere around there, we started working on baby signs with them. They didn't have verbal skills to communicate, so we used sign language as a way to communicate important concepts on our end, and also for a way for them to communicate with us. Let me tell you, one of the most used signs that we did was the sign for gentle. It goes like this. You simply rub a hand. Now, sometimes I would say, be gentle, and I would rub my hand. Sometimes I would say, I need you to be gentle, and I would rub their arm. And when I was trying to teach it to them, I would take their hand and have them rub my arm to show just how gentle I wanted them to be. Now, if you think about a toddler wants to attack life full force, all cannons blazing, going at 100%. There's so much joy and love in that frame of life, but you can get into trouble. Because what if you go at an unfamiliar dog full force, ready to give it a hug? It might not react the way that you expect it to in that little toddler brain. And so I would have to grab my child and say, gentle, gentle. Let's take a breath. Let's stop and think and ask, how does this dog need me to approach it? How can I give it what I want, but also in a way that that dog needs? So this is all that I was trying to encompass when I would stop my child and say, gentle. If you haven't guessed, today we are going to explore the word gentleness, one of the fruits of the Spirit. Here again, these words from Galatians. By contrast, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against such things. Now, the fruit of the Spirit, and note that it is singular. It is not 9 separate fruits growing from the same tree that we get to pick and choose. It is not 9 slices of an apple where we just select the slice that we want and ingest it into ourselves. No, the fruit of the Spirit is singular, like a ripe, juicy peach when you bite into it, and all of the flavor, all of the juice, all of that lushness enters into you. That is the fruit of the Spirit that God wants for us. And just like with any fruit, we have to prune away what is not needed. So Merriam-Webster defines the adjective gentle as being free from harshness or sternness or violence. It is soft and delicate. It is moderate. But to create that fruit, we need to trim away harshness, hardness, rigidity, severity, inflexibility, insensitivity, and irritability. I don't know about you, but I see a lot more of that second category, those things that we need to prune away in our world than I see of gentleness. And it breaks my heart, and I imagine that it breaks God's heart also. Ephesians 4:15 tells us to speak the truth in love. And what is that except wrapping the truth that we need to share in the gentleness of the Spirit, so that others who need to hear this truth can receive it? Taking that pause, thinking about how someone else needs to hear it to be able to receive what we have to share. So, why is gentleness included in the fruit of the Spirit? I don't know about you, but I'll be honest, before I started putting this together, I honestly hadn't thought much about gentleness. Oh, it's gentleness. Sure, that's nice. But as I got more into it, and as we'll see in the coming lessons, There's a lot more to gentleness than just being the eighth fruit of the Spirit. Gentleness requires thinking of how our words and actions will land with someone else. Gentleness requires us to take a breath, to take a bite of that fruit of the Spirit, and be infused with God's Spirit as we interact in the world. So I wonder, where are you on the gentle meter? On the one hand, we have the harshness and rigidity, inflexibility and irritability. And on the other hand, we have freedom from that harshness or sternness. We have moderation in what we do. So, where are you on this gentle meter? Sometimes we might fall too far to the harsh side, and we need to stop and take a breath and consciously move ourselves toward gentleness. So that is your challenge, to hold this gentle meter before you and strive for gentleness in all that you do.